Last week, we were off on vacation, Mike, but the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office's decision to cancel the Redskins trademark. The question is that a moral victory for Native Americans, or does it represent something much bigger?
I think it's a big moral victory, but I think I don't. Do I think it's a significant legal victory? If they win on appeal, yeah, it is. And I think people are saying, well, the merchandise common law. The more you hear about it, I think it's less about the merchandise than states can now enact tax-exempt laws in which they would charge them. I think if they put the appeal process out 8-10 years, and they legally wanted to hang on to the name, the team probably could find a good exit strategy. But to me, it's as I said in my column, it's just part of a larger drumbeat that keeps going, and it doesn't go away, and it keeps it in the news, and it makes them look bad.
Dan?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question that it's more symbolic than practical. But I think even the lawyers for the plaintiffs had said that the name is not going to go away based on whether they have the trademark or not. Yeah. But it's exactly what Mike said. Whether ordinary Americans are changing their opinion in large numbers is almost irrelevant right now, because people who can get themselves in front of cameras are changing their minds and are being really outspoken about it. And the more kind of news stories like this happen, the more people are going to ask questions to people like Terry Bradshaw, who's a pretty well-known voice for NFL football and was on Larry King's show talking about how he thinks the name should go. I mean, this is a guy that, thousands and hundreds of thousands of people watch while they're watching NFL football. I'm not saying that he's going to really change people's minds, but it gives the impression that there's this kind of inevitable momentum, I think, in that direction.
He makes a great point. It's become the lazy media story, where really it has. Like, people can just go, okay, we got to ask about this name. It doesn't matter who it is. They were asking Shane Battier and Ray Allen in the Heat locker room during the NBA Finals before the game, because they both are a little socially conscious, and which is fine. And I think it's obviously I'm pro name change, so it's great. But part of me is like, yeah, there's a lot of people who've sort of got in on this thing and said, this is the latest. This will get clicks. This is what people are talking about, and I think that's bad for the team, only because it just foments the whole notion of, okay, what is really going on there? People educate themselves a little bit. I mean, he tweeted out last night. They talked about it on Raw.
It was on WWE Raw.
WD Raw.
It was also on
Vince McMahon wrote it into a script.
It was also on The View last week. And the Raw and The View are pretty two different audiences, but both it's kind of substantial. I don't know that it actually does anything to pressure the team to change, but it certainly gives the impression that there is kind of a momentum about it, and I think that hurts them.
How long are you going to keep up the fight where your own fans are going to have their product compromised at some point? There's going to be one young player who goes, I got more free agent options. And if I'm a fan at that point, I'm out.
That could be the real game changer. All right.